Time now for another edition of Meet the Cardinals, the opportunity we have to talk to the Cardinals stars to find out a little bit more about them, both on and off the court. And look who I got from West Seattle High School, Nate Pryor. How are you, man?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. You're being good, looking good. Aches and pains are gone.
Man, I'm still sore, but, got to just toughen it out.
Got to toughen it up, and I tell you, there's no rest for the weary. Talk about, here we are almost at the end of the first half of the season. We've been to Wyoming. We've been to California. We've been to Arizona. Half of the first half of the season is just about gone. It's been a wild ride so far, hasn't it?
It has since, October.
Yeah.
We've been to Colorado for preseason games, Utah. So we've been traveling the past 2 months, so.
You like this squad? I mean, it seems like you guys are having a good time. I mean,
I love it. I love the gym. I love the crowd. I love playing in front of, and I see.
One thing about Nate, and if you've watched, the game at all, averaging 16-4, 2.5 rebounds, almost 5 assists, steals, shooting average starting to come up a little bit. You getting more comfortable?
Yeah, I'm just, getting more comfortable, getting, in the gym, getting more shots up, putting in overtime. So,
yeah. And one thing that's kind of interesting, you're a point guard, and that main responsibility is dishing out to your teammates, but you can also score. What brings you more satisfaction when you're breaking away and throwing one down like we saw against Columbia Basin, or maybe setting up Fonzo or Raekwon?
I wish I could have done that more better to dunk because I was falling, but I mean, it's all about having fun with the team. I try to do my best to keep my team involved. So if that's even giving Emmett, he had 8 threes last night. So
how fun was watching him go off?
Man, it's always fun watching Emmett goes off. But I just try my best to keep our team at the top notch.
I think so. And that question, are you going to give the big guard Fonzo some dunking tips here? He missed like 3 of them now. I've been counting the big Zoe. What's going on there, man?
Every game he tells me I need a dunk. I'm like, hey, you got to go.
Well, we'd love to see one, Oh, man, that's awful on me. I'm just playing with you, man.
But, yeah, I mean, he be asking me, man, I need dunks, but, he has the chances. He's gonna get one. Shout out Fonzo. You gonna get one.
Yeah, we're just piling on a little bit. We're having some fun. All right, let's talk about. I got to ask you. You committed to the UW. Talk about how that process all came about, because you did that before you came here.
So after high school, I was at Seattle U.
Yep.
Then I decommit, and then I got offered from UW. Took the UW job. Or not job, but, got the offer. Pretty much. And then pretty much, my grades wasn't enough, so I had to go to a prep school. I went to Elite Prep in Seattle.
Yep.
I didn't do much there, so I had to do a 1-year JC. So I was going to go to Salt Lake until Corey and G came to my house and was like, hey, man, we'd love to have you. Did a tour of the campus, and, I'm here.
And here we are. All right. Off the court stuff. Now, folks may not know that, but you have a connection to comedian Richard Pryor. Talk about
my cousin.
That. That's your cousin.
That's my dad's first cousin.
So it's a cousin. 18 times removed, or how does that work?
I don't know. My dad just told me that, they're first cousins. So
he was the guy when I was growing up. Richard Pryor. There are just nobody funnier than Richard Pryor. But you actually kind of look like a young Richard.
A little bit.
Look at that face there. Look at that. But he can't tell a joke to save his life, though, man.
I can't.
All right. Well, that's kind of cool. Do you ever watch his YouTube stuff?
Yeah, I be watching his stand-ups. Yeah.
Yeah. Richard Pryor and I kind of like, almost as funny together. All right, okay. Favorite all-time food? What if you're taking me back to West Seattle or Seattle, and you don't know this yet, but you're going to take me out to dinner in
definitely.
Seattle, man. Where are we going?
Man, I love Chinese food, so I'll take you to Nico's Teriyaki.
Oh,
it's the best Chinese food ever.
Yeah. Okay.
Period.
All right. That's course number 1. Then where are we going?
Nightlife.
You're taking me out on the town of Seattle. Where are we going?
Man,
where are we going,
big
guy?
Probably to the water.
Oh.
Anthony, I think 67.
Anthony, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I used to hang out at Alki, too.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Or we go to Pepper Docks.
Yeah.
You know, it's Blue Moon.
Yeah, that's kind of like the old, hometown,
Yeah.
long time ago. Many moons ago in the other decade.
Back in the day, huh?
Back in the day. The day goes way back. It's been like an eclipse.
Yeah.
Gosh, favorite dessert?
I'm not really a dessert guy, but I like to get ice cream and then put. So I get the cookie and then put the ice cream on top. Then I put like strawberry syrup. Just
not just a little.
Just
probably a big bowl.
I like to be creative. So
all right,
be creative.
Yeah. All right, down the road after your basketball career is over, how long that might be? What do you want to do with your life?
I always wanted to start my own program, like AU program. For the little kids in a community to come together and just have fun and just play.
All right, this is hey, if you get an opportunity to have this guy talk to you and teach you some of the game, you better take advantage. Shout out time. Who you want to say hi to?
Shout out my family. Shout out my dad. Shout out everybody in West Seattle.
All right,
for you.
Right there. Go Dogs. For the rest of the year, though, it's Go Cardinals. Another edition to beat the Cardinals right there. That's my guy, Nate Pryor.